What's amazing about monastic history is the spirit just keeps breaking out and reviving us. The very motto of Mare Cassino, the monastery that Saint Benedict himself founded, was "Cut it back and it still grows." And that's our story here at St. John's Abbey. When you look back at the history of the Church from the earliest days, there were Christians who felt the particular call to a life of prayer and service in community. And over the generations, that became more and more recognized and even institutionalized in the Church. So when we talk about asceticism or training, and then eventually we start talking about monasticism as people start forming communities and develop rules and practices and traditions. All of these were gathered together in the 6th century by Saint Benedict of Nursia, who was probably writing about the year 540, who benefited from all of the experience of monks who had gone before him. Monks in Egypt, monks in Italy, monks in Gaul, southern France. And he wrote a rule that was out there with a lot of other rules, but gradually started to rise to the top. And people said, this guy is balanced. He's spiritually deep. He's manifesting his own particular wisdom and experience as a pastor and somebody who cares for monks. He established a monastery. His rule was copied and distributed. And then the big breakthrough was when the Emperor Charlemagne said, I want to reform my monasteries and I need one rule. And people said, what about this one? And we're here today because that became the monastic norm for the whole Roman Empire, including the parts of Germany where our monastic forebears came from Europe in the mid-19th century. They had that rule in their hand. They established monasteries. And so our grandmother house, Metten Abbey in Bavaria, was part of that great expansion of Benedictine foundations. And they had gone through the turmoils of Reformation. Their monasteries had been closed and reopened. And they thought, where can we go that we can both be safe and do good work for the Church? And they looked to where German immigrants were going. First, they came to Latrobe, Pennsylvania, where they founded a monastery. From there, they founded many more monasteries, including here in central Minnesota in 1856. So you had German settlers in central Minnesota. They needed priests, they needed sisters, they needed parishes, they needed schools, they needed hospitals. And Benedictines stepped up because there was always some monks and nuns who didn't really want to stay locked in a cloister and felt the call to get out there, to be of service, to witness to community, to provide the kind of care, both spiritual and practical, that people needed. And here we are, still doing it today, over 150 years later.